Hey, hi. Yeah, today I just wanted to share with you about this company called the SQM. If you're actually looking for, um, you know, companies that, as you know now, the world is in shortage of fertilizer, especially potash, which is a main exporter. The main exporters are Ukraine and Russia. So that's very, very important for crops. Um, and of course, this company is a Chilean company. And as I did mention before in my previous episodes, the beneficiary from this Russia and Ukraine war, which will resulted in shortage of these fertilizers. Um, the beneficiary would be Canada and Chile and South America and of course US as well. And this is one great company that you can look into. And this company actually has a dual kind of play in the sense that they are also one of the biggest lithium miners in the world. And they have existing mines already in Chile. And I just want to explain to you that potassium nitrates, who are the biggest exporters. Of course, Chile is one of them. And um, and then if you look at fertilizer, which is require potassium nitrates or potash, Ukraine exports of fertilizer was 632 million accordingly. And Russia and Ukraine are also major producers and supplier of fertilizer and their raw materials. So this is something that is quite important that will disrupt the current supply to the world, especially Egypt, for example. They actually import a significant percentage of all this from Ukraine and Russia. And then just need to let you know a bit about the difference between potash and potassium. Both are quite important items. They are actually produced by SQM, this company that I mentioned. And I'll put the link so that you can read a bit more about this, the science part of it. So what does actually SQM does? They are Chilean chemical company, supplier of plant nutrients and also lithium. For me, I really look at lithium as one of the new white gold in the world. There should be a world super cycle on this commodity, whereby there will excite all many miners. In fact, if you look at Elon Musk, he was also thinking about going into uh, purchasing a mine by himself to actually go into mining of lithiums as battery packs. Lithiums actually are the most expensive component for electric vehicle, and they are also needed for energy storage, especially for windmill. If there are excess electricity generated, it may cause power outage. So they need to have it diverted into a battery pack as well to store the energy for usage when there's low wind environment or low wind days. So I just wanted to show with you a couple of interesting video here that I think may be important to you. Um, Second.
SQM is a Chilean company that produces lithium out of the Sala de Atacama, a salt flat in the Atacama Desert. Lithium carbonate and lithium hydroxide are used in batteries and other industrial purposes. AI is allowing West farmers to develop a new hard rock lithium project in Australia, and the results will be airtight. The company places a heavy emphasis on the sustainability of its operations, including using renewable energy sources and water conservation. 2. Livin Corporation.
So as I mentioned before, the only obstacle in all these lithium mines or um, lithium deposits that are in Bolivia or Chile or Nevada, Texas, is because they are in desert, so they have to dig wells like 40 meter down and all that to, or they may even disrupt water supply um, in deserts that's already scarce community. So that's the only obstacle. So and yeah, other than that, I think they are actually something that, but it's actually doable with new technology. Just want to show you a couple of how it
Look at
looks.
SQM and have a look at what I'm going to do given these changes. So, why am I investing in lithium-based mining stocks? Well, there's a number of reasons. First and foremost, the one that's the most obvious is the growing EV market. In 2016, there were 750,000 electric vehicles sold. Last year, that grew to 6.3 million. That's a growth of 740%. And in 2026, we're looking to see growth up to another 20 million vehicles. This is rapidly eating into the market sector, which is currently dominated by internal combustion engines. And given that the average battery vehicle takes between 7 and 10 kilograms of lithium, there's going to be a massive increase in the demand for lithium mining. Part of the reason for the growth in the EV market sector is not just people being more environmentally conscious, but also the fact that the price of electric vehicles is coming down. The battery packs are getting cheaper to make, and therefore the vehicle overall is getting cheaper to produce. If the EV market is growing so heavily, why don't I just invest in EV automakers? Tesla, for example. Well, that market sector is highly competitive. You've got original manufacturers such as Volkswagen.
Yeah, this YouTuber actually did mention that, it's the pros and cons of either investing in lithium miners or actually in EV manufacturers. Of course, you can actually have both, and in a commodity super cycle, of course, pricing power actually always weighs heavily in favor of producers. So this is something that we need to consider. So SQM is one of them, definitely. Of course, there are a few other companies, but not that many that are in that field as well, which are currently listed in the New York Stock Exchange. So yeah, so do look into SQM because of the fertilizer as well as the lithium potentials that this company has, for either the prolong of the Ukraine war in creating shortage of the supply in fertilizers, or also if you look at there's a potential in lithium miners. So if you get one right, then in this foresight, then I think this company will continue to prosper and do well. So yeah, thank you very much, and please like my channel. Please subscribe to my channel and click a like to my video. Thanks a lot.